Ride and Listen, Episode 7. Who do you play for? Ride and Listen, these are all the episodes of audio files I recorded on my senior year journey of becoming an All American. And along the journey, I had no idea I was going to become an All American, right? These are just, my thoughts I was recording in the moment while I was trying to, become a champion. Capture all the success I envisioned in my head, as I was younger and I was starting to do that. So I was, basically speaking on all my manifestations, my thoughts in the moment. And that brought us to this episode, right? Who do you play for? Now, it's my belief that every player should have, reasons they play the game beyond the equivalence of like materialistic items, right? Wanting to be an All American. I wouldn't have had the season I had if I set that as my goal, Wanting to hit 400, I wouldn't have hit 400 if I wanted that as my goal, but I embraced who I played for. I feel like everyone should have a reason why they play, who they play for, because that gives you energy to carry on and execute things to then earn goals as a byproduct of who you play for or why you play. Enjoy this episode. If you haven't checked out the previous episodes, start back at 1. They're all in sequence. This is Coach Thomas, Coach Red. Enjoy.
Yo, so, uh, Wednesday, March 1st, just heading, back to the house right quick. Just worked out, and then I just did a mock interview with my good brother, for a class. But what's on my mind today, right? And it kind of started last night, or the memory got triggered last night. But it's kind of been like an overlying theme as well, subconsciously. Now I'm just kind of breaking into my conscious and I'm thinking on it. The idea of who you play for, right? So again, I'm gonna post these at some point, but I don't know when this one gets posted or how I'm gonna do that yet. But what I've been talking about is it's my final year, right? My final semester of college, my final season, and just like the accumulation of all these. It's like it this thought just hit me, but you know what it's like? It's like they say before you die, you flash through all your memories, right? Of your whole life. They say that's what happens. I feel that happening a lot with me saying this is my last season. I often think about like all these little intricate stories of like what brought me to where I am right now and who do I play for? So what's interesting about this is kind of evolved quickly. It went a long time where I didn't really know, and then recently it's evolved quickly to where I am now, which I think I've truly found the real reason why I play, who I play for. So this time last year, for those that don't know, I was my first year at Hilbert. I'm a junior academically, right? And I just caught mono. So doctor said you're out for 4 weeks, and the start of my season was like the back end of those 4 weeks. But it was a spring break trip, so I was gonna miss like the first 8 games of the season because I had to miss like 5 days, but those were like all double headers, whatever. But that detail is not super relevant. But before we went on that trip, about today last year, March 1st, maybe March 2nd, March 3rd. It's roughly a year to date, a year ago, that one of the coaches, we do these, mental game talks where we kind of just talk through stuff, go over strategy for the week, or if he's got an idea like he did about a year ago today, we created these flashcards why we play the game. And I was kind of struggling with it, right? Like when I got the card, I didn't really know, right? I got mono. I've already quit before, and I came back. Now I'm at the I'm at Hilbert. I'm at the college I'm at now, and I caught mono to start my season. I have to sit out, and I don't know why do I play this game is the question that's asked. And I my good brother last year, he told me that when I caught mono, the thing about baseball, right, is it's like life. That like every time you get knocked down, you stood back up. So that was in my head, and the first thing that popped in my head when I was asked this question, right, was I've kind of just played baseball my whole life because I was good at it, right? It was something that I don't want to say with minimal effort, but it was something that I was always good at with like naturally. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't something I had to dig deep for. It was surface level, low hanging fruit to grab. I don't want to say it was minimal effort because there was a lot of effort there, but you know what I'm saying? So that was the first thought that popped in my head, and then the idea that I quit and I stood back up and I came back to play because I had unfinished things to do, and then the idea that I got mono and like I was in the middle of that and I couldn't quit this time. I had to stick through that, and I stood back up. I did. So that's what I thought the reason I played the game was for, right? Because every time I got knocked down, I stood back up, played the game because I was good at it. That's what I thought at that moment about this time last year. But as time progressed, season progressed, right? Had a pretty good season. It was good. Wasn't great. It was good. It was like a roller coaster, right? I had a high, super lows, and then the summer baseball was rough to start, right? It was really rough. Slumped. I started off in a slump. I don't even like that word, but I started off not performing how I wanted to, and then the end of the summer, I started to work some things out. I started to see more success of how I envisioned to have it, right? And then that rolled into the fall. By the fall, I was feeling really in tune, right? Physically, I was starting to tap into more mental stuff, right? Spiritual, mental, and that kind of changed my perspective. Right now, I'm looking at this as my last ride. I'm starting to really say that out loud and like come to terms with it. And I'm thinking like I really want to go out a champion. I've won some championships, baseball wise in my life, but I wasn't like the main. I was like a piece of it. I wasn't like a main force that could like in, bring on that championship to I guess manifest that championship. I'm trying to think of a word, but so this is my final level, right? This is the level that I can pit all those things together. And I want to go out a champion. I want to be a champion. So why did I say that? We do these Hawk talks again in the fall baseball, right? And these mental game talks, and someone gets up at the beginning and the end of each of them, and they tell you like who you are, kind of introduce yourself to the new guys, and why do you play the game. Well, now this time I get up and I say, the reason I'm Thomas Evans, the reason I play this game is because there's nothing else left that I have that I desire. I just want to be a champion. I want like us to be a champion. That's what I said. And that answer evolved from the last time about a year ago today when I said it. So about five, five, 5 to 6 months. That's how my answer evolved, right? I want to be a champion now. Well, that was like the thought that like got me in the door. That was the thought that opened up this never-ending energy. This I opened up a door that has enough wood logs to burn a fire for the rest of my life. That's what happened. That's what that saying did. And then the fall went on, right? And I mentally starting to get more in tune. Although I was reverting back to some old habits, right? So, but then as winter and the end of fall, the winter went on, really leaned into that fear, that idea that this is my last season. All these habits who made me who I am. I'm like the sum of all my training thus far. So if I want to become a champion, I have to take things out the equation and add things into the equation to equal the champion. So changing habits, changing thought processes, changing routines, fortifying my body, fortifying my mind, becoming more in tune with spirit, just working on my craft, selectively, um, very strategically. And then yesterday, February 28th, last day of the month, 2023. Today's March 1st. The Hawk Talk, the mental game talk comes up again, where I'm thinking about this time last year. He asked me the question, what does this game mean to me? And I've slowly begun to realize what this game means to me and why I play this game. It's not, and the thing about it is, it's not what it was, but that's okay. I was learning. It's not because every time I fall, I stand up. It's not because I'm good at the game. It's not because I want to be a champion. It's because it's this never-ending pursuit of becoming better, one. And two, the reason I play this game is not for myself. It's for all the coaches that I've had previous that have led me to where I am. It's for my family. It's for my teammates. It's all the people that stay in touch with me, and they're like, "How you doing? How you playing?" Like those people that they still wanna they don't play no more, or they used to play together, used to go to school together, and they still trying to tap in and see like how you doing. Uh, all those people that believe in you, right? Like all those people that are told you good luck, all those people that they said they're gonna do great things. Those are the people that I play for. That's the reason I play the game. All those people that believe in you, they give you great strength to take on the task that is pretty massive if you're saying you want to win a championship, right? So, that's what's on my mind right now. Why I play this game. Because at the end of the day, it's not.
That one got cut off because I just stopped my car, but it's not, I don't play for myself, right? I play for the belief others have in me to succeed, and that in tune with what I desire and the constant evolving and becoming better, all of that lines together for the reason you play the game. So think about that. Why do you play the game? Who do you play for? If you say yourself, if you say you want to be a major leaguer, that's a goal. That's not why you play the game. That's not who you play for. Think about it. Peace.